Good morning, everybody. We just got up. Actually, we just started hiking. We've already had our coffee, breakfast. Here's the sunrise. We haven't seen a lot of clear sunrises just simply because we've been socked in with so much moisture and clouds in this first week and a couple days. But it's beautiful. Didn't have any troubles in the night. It dropped a little cooler than we expected, but just a pleasant night. Pretty good sleep. We've got 12 miles to put in today, and we sure look forward to it, but things are going well. What will today hold? Today's the earliest we've actually got on the trail at 7:30, 35, something like that. Two reasons. One is because it doesn't get light until almost 7:30, and we don't want to hike with headlamps. We don't like to night hike at all because we don't like to miss any of the views or anything like that. So that's one reason. Secondly, been a lot of wet conditions. Rainy conditions have held us in the tents and under his front porch of the Stairway to Heaven a couple of mornings. So it's going to be nice when we hit a string of good weather where we can hit the trail every morning right at daylight and hopefully see more sunrises. But that's it. Adventure outdoors is always a variety. Mixed bag of all kind of stuff. So we're just going to take one day at a time and be thankful for this one. One more thing as we leave Betty Creek Gap and camping area where we called home for an evening. Remember that bear sign letting everybody know there was a higher bear activity. Bears they get a bad rap. They're more frightened of us than we are of them. Just do the right thing. Take care of your food. When possible, try not to cook into camp that you know there's extra bear activity, which we did not cook. We just ate some chips and light stuff for dinner. Yeah, since we had eaten a really good heavy lunch on the beach when we took our beach break yesterday. But anyway, just take care of food. Properly hang bear bags 12 feet off the ground, 6 feet from the tree you're hanging the bag from. Hang it away from where people camp. Take care of your food when you're at these camps. Don't drop crap all over the place. Just because you're fixing to be gone the next day, you're making it worse for the people to come behind you. So just take care of your food. Do the right things. And the bears won't mess with the people. So they're not terrorizing the people, but they are taking advantage of what the people are doing, being careless with their food. They're like big dogs. They're opportunistic. They can be a little aggressive, but usually they're a little shy. They're not out to get you. But when men do the wrong things, it just brings them in and there's more interactions, and people really don't like that. I get it. So we just were on high alert, made sure we had all of our scented items, everything. Chapstick, toothpaste, wet wipes, anything with a scent went in the bag last night for sure. Just simply because it was extra activity there. But there's nothing to be concerned about with these bears out here. They're just part of the wild. And it's simple logic, preparation, execution. Keep them away from you and you from them. And then you'll be lucky maybe occasionally to get a sighting across mountain to mountain. That'd be my preference. And we'll just zoom in with the camera if I could draw it up. I still would like to see at least one out here on our trek. Okay, everybody, we just got to Moony Gap. Doesn't sound very spectacular, but this is spectacular. Let me tell you why. When you're in a wilderness area, yeah, baby, they don't clean up the blowdowns. We've been stepping over trees, under trees, around trees, and now we're out of a wilderness area, and this guy over here, hallelujah, is happy. All right, and we go. Okay, one more word about bears. And then we'll move on from them. Because bears are a part of the Appalachian Trail from step one to your final step. And we just came out of that bear sanctuary, and we were in it for a long while, a lot of miles, at least from Standing Indian Mountain until there. So tons of miles, lots of campgrounds and shelters in between. So when you're in a special sanctuary area and one that has posted higher activity because of people food, practice safe food care. It's important for the animals. You get them brought in too much, then people have to get involved, and it's just bad. It's bad for the wildlife, it's bad for us, it's bad for everyone. But this particular comment is for my mom, dad, wife, daughter, sisters, my family who might be concerned about that old song. Hello, mother, hello, father. I am here at Camp Granada. The camp is entertaining. They say we'll go outside when it stops raining. Take me home. Oh, mother, father, take me home from Camp Granada. I'm so scared. I'm afraid that one day I might get eaten by a bear. Something like that. We're not gonna get eaten by a bear. They're wonderful creatures. Think of Winnie. Yes, a kind bear. About Smokey. And the country bears at the Jamboree. I mean, people love bears. You love bears. Don't be frightened about bears. How about that, Steps? Couldn't film what we just came up because it was way too steep and dangerous and technical. It was crazy hard and slick and muddy and wet. And it was just too dangerous to try to get the camera out at all. And that was the last maybe 200 at least feet of elevation gain. This, what you're looking at here, is nothing compared to what we just did. So, but yeah, this is Mount Albert, or Albert Mountain, I guess you should say. But we've already given it an AKA. It is also known as Needle Point, which is our new name for it. You saw that picture of the Far Out app before we started it. I wanted to show you that because of the incline on that app. That app is great. When you see an incline like that on that app, you know you're going to gain a lot of elevation in a very short period of distance, which makes the elevation a very steep climb. And this has not disappointed. This is our steepest yet. So just now it got a little safe enough for me to do this, what I'm doing right here as we ascend Albert.
Yeah, this is the most intense part of our hike.
Yes, indeed.
Don't have that, you know, maybe like.
And as we figured, we're socked in up here. And it seems we're still climbing. All right, back to work. All right, y'all, we just got to the top of Albert Mountain, and this amazing towers on top. I mean, on the very tip top. And you can climb up there for a view, but unfortunately, today, there's no reason, there's no view. We're in the clouds, fully socked in. But, oh yeah, there would have been the view. I'll go over here and show you. James found the plaque. Unfortunately, we just can't go up there today. Let's look at the plaque. See what we could have seen. And there's the geological marker. And here is what they've presented for us. You can see a little through the haze. And I'll get a picture of this plaque in a minute so you can read it. All right, so the rhododendron are budding. We've been seeing little buds, but look at these. I mean, not long. You through hikers behind us a couple weeks, you're in for a treat, because there is so much of that stuff around here, man. All right, here we are. The next milestone. 100 on the AT, and then we had some miles before on the approach trail in Amicalola Falls. How about it, Steps? Woohoo!
Throw money at everybody. I don't throw it against any, hold it against any of these guys. I mean, I don't blame them. I really don't. I'm taking every good play. Oh yeah. Yeah. Them and the Yankees are just going to go buy what they want. Yep. Oh, that doesn't really pan out always for the Yankees, and I love it.
Yeah, I know. My dad's a Yankees fan. He grew up in the Bronx. This is a great season for me to be like, Mommy, I'm going to Atlanta.
Yeah, wait. Hey, see ya. I'm going to World Series.
Awesome.
He's always wanted to go see the Yankees in the World Series. And he's like,
So when we got to Rock Gap, the weather started. We were hoping to beat it, but not to be. We put our rain gear on and we headed the 3.3 miles over the mountain to meet Katie and Kenny. And this storm was pretty intense. We didn't have a lot of lightning, probably several strikes and some pretty impressive thunder, but the rain was intense. It was a freezing rain, a driving rain, a penetrating rain, and it had sleet in it. We had wind 30 to 40 miles per hour regularly over this mountain. We finally got to Winding Stair Gap, though, and met our friends. And we were so thankful to get there. Like I said, this last 3.5 miles almost was pretty wild. But Kenny and Katie put us up in this cabin here, and we've been just blown away by their hospitality. They had a welcome note for us hanging on the wall. They just went over, above, and beyond. Fed us a steak dinner, gave us breakfast the next morning. We did take a zero and took advantage of some new friends. Man, they showed us our first bear too, by the way. Here's a picture. Not exactly the scary kind, but Kenny and Katie, thank you so much. Y'all are amazing people, and we appreciate you.